So I wanted to, well, I got a call this week, and the person was stating that, what I did is I mentioned earlier when I said the Arabic. You know, I do this thing sometimes with you guys. I say, what are we studying? And I say Arabic. And then we go and break down the word Arabic. And then we say there are how many sciences of Arabic? 13. There are 13 sciences. And they said, you know what, you never told us what those 13 sciences are. So I'm going to just briefly give you those 13 sciences. I went last night and got something for you guys. So I'm going to give it to you. Inshallah ta'ala. Naam? Okay.
That's all we give us, but not cutting together. Right?
I'm going to give you the 13 sciences. And it's a good thing, because when you know what, remember, I'm trying to teach you how to look at the science from a bird's eye view. Okay? To look at it and break it down into a graph. As Ibn Jawzi, he said, rahimahullah, he said, knowledge is graph. When I started to study usul of hadith, the science of hadith, the first lesson, I came with al-Bayquniyya, the book. I want to learn, and the sheikh threw the book to the side and said, you want to learn the book or you want to learn the science? Okay? So I was like, I want to learn the science. What do you say? And he drew a graph. Riwayat and dirayat, and he started to do all of this stuff. And then within 5 minutes, that graph became the most important piece of paper. You know, it was on like 2 pieces of paper, how to understand this whole science, what's going on, where's all of this, you know? And so we want to look at the science that way. So here we have an introduction, introducing the Arabic sciences. Okay, now, I'm just going to give you this poem, right? It's a poem. After you memorize it, then I'll explain it to you. And it's very important that one precedes the other one. You have to deal with something, let it work in your mind, and then when you get the explanation, you appreciate it more. Okay? If I just give you everything, you guys won't appreciate anything. You know? It says, the sciences of Arabic. Wow, there's only one guy in here, right? Are 13 arts of rhetoric. Start off with SARF, then Nahwu, do. Al-Rasmi plus Al-Insha'u. Balagha, break it down in 3. Bayan, Badi'u, Ma'ani. Then Qardu Shi'r, or poetry, Arudu, mix with Qawafi, Khitaba, brings the art of speech. Speech is too easy? Thank you. I have bad problems sometimes. When I was in Mauritania, watching so much people write in French, you start to lose how to write in English properly. Alhamdulillah. Then history is what they teach. If texts texts of old, mutun you seize, then know you've gathered all the keys. Now, this introduces all 13 sciences. I will just take 1 second, or not 1 second, but this is kind of introducing the Arabic sciences. Write it down, memorize it. I will ask you about it. If it takes you a month to learn it, then you won't know what it means. And it's pretty obvious, but there's some things in it that need to be understood. The sciences of Arabic are 13 arts of rhetoric. Start off with SARF, then Nahwu do, plus Rasmi, there's 3. Rasmi and Al-Insha'u, Balagha, break it down in 3. That's Bayan, Badi'u, Ma'ani. Then Qardu Shi'r, or poetry. Arudu mixed with Qawafi. Khitaba. Khitaba brings the art of speech. Then history is what they teach. If texts of old mutun you seize, then know you've gathered all the keys. These are all 13 sciences of the Arabic language. They are very easy if you take them in the proper order. And it doesn't take much time, and this is something that you should study before you go to the Arab lands. It's not something that you need to, you need to wait to learn. It just takes some effort, just a little bit of effort, and some seriousness. Okay, when you finish writing it down, please tell me so I can erase the board. Come on, guys. Can I erase the top?
Yeah. No.
Okay, for you viewers at home, then we're going to do this while these guys are writing. Dammun wawun alifun wa noon. This is the beginning of the poem where we talk about the alamatu raf'i. We've been going over this a couple of times, and I'm going to keep going over it until I get the impression that you guys understand what it is. One of the reasons why this subject matter seems a little difficult when you get to this stage is because you don't know what the words are, meaning the types of words. Here, when we talk about dammun wawun alifun wa noon, we have this diwan, damma, waw, alif, and noon. So we have the dhamma, which is the dhamma, and the wow again, and then the alif and the noon. The dhamma is the asl. The dhamma is the original. It is the chief sign. It gives birth to the wow, because if you give a long oo sound, you have to put a wow there. And for that reason, the wow is the immediate one that is gone to when the ulama express this, and they put it in this order. Then the alifun and the noon. Now, we already previously said, Dammun wawun alifun wa noon alamatu raf'i biha takun. So these belong to the raf'un, the gang of raf'un, if you want to say. And he's the chief. He's one of the chiefs, and we call him Chief Raf'un only because when we studied the science of i'rab, or the chapter of i'rab, because now we're no longer in the chapter of i'rab, we're in the chapter of the signs of how to utilize this i'rab, the signs of raf'i. And raf'i is not something that you can just translate over to the English terminology, because there is no English terminology for it. If the people use terms like genitive, accusative, and all this other, that's garbage. It has no bearing to an Arabic sentence. Okay? The state raf'un is in its original format, and it's in the style of being the actor.